I've never called myself addicted to a phone or to a device or something like that. But I didn't realize how much time I actually was spending on it until I started to track it. So you look at the tracking software every night, and 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, it adds up to a lot of time. And it's kind of horrifying. When you look at it at the end of the day, sometimes you're like, wow.
I was already horrified at the amount of time I was spending, but then when I looked at what apps I was using versus the apps that I was being productive with, I was even more appalled because I was completely just wasting my time.
I find that fascinating because I didn't grow up with the technology, but mine wasn't so much how many times I turned on an app. My problem is if I turned on one, how long I spent on that one. You know, that I just lost all sense of time. And I looked down and, oh my gosh, I've been playing word scrape for an hour and a half and I had no idea.
It really made me aware of just how many times I'm absently picking up my phone and checking it for no reason. Or to check the time, but then I immediately have to pick it up again because I don't actually know what time it said.
I realized like how much my phone always had me on the edge of this cliff, like waiting for the next text message or the next phone call, you know, like because the next text is going to be the most important one, and in reality it's typically just something funny that a friend sends to me.
I've had anxiety most of my adult life, like that's just something that I deal with. What this kind of really helped me identify were the ways that technology was really a trigger for it.
It's not necessarily that there's anything in particular that like, oh, I have to look at my phone for this. It's just you have downtime. And so your downtime becomes your phone time just because you don't have anything else to do. So it really helped me to realize that technology is becoming an excuse for me for not being intentional about how I'm using my time.
I feel like there was kind of this social realization for me that it can be really off-putting for people, especially those that might be needing somebody to reach out or to have a conversation with them. And when you're buried in your phone, you miss so many opportunities to just engage with people.
You look at a social media feed or you look at your phone and you can't help but play the comparison game. And you wind up either jealous or disappointed because you're not doing what you're seeing or you're not buying what you're seeing. And it just kind of leads you down this dark place of unhappiness because you can't help but, compare your life to others.
I think that it makes you very dependent on something for your happiness rather than someone.
My phone makes me jealous.
My phone makes me self-centered.
My phone makes me feel dissatisfied.
I feel inattentive.
My phone makes me lazy.
My phone makes me distracted.
My phone makes me feel anxious.
My phone makes me want to throw it in a river.